Have you ever wondered about the real meaning behind dream catchers? You might have seen them hanging from car mirrors, in windows of homes, or even as a decoration on purses. But not everyone knows what the dream catcher actually stands for. But if you're curious and want to dive into what this beautiful piece of history really means, then keep on watching. Welcome to the mysteries of mythology, the legend of the Dreamcatcher. There is a story passed down through generations about Asibikaashi, also known as the Spider Woman. Legend tells us that she was a caretaker, a protector of the people, especially the young. Asibikaashi would weave a web of protection over the cradles of newborns, creating a protective barrier that would catch any harm lingering in the air, letting only the good dreams filter through. But as the tribes spread across the land, reaching far and wide, it became a challenge for Asibikaashi to reach all the children every night to protect them from bad dreams. Recognizing the size of her task, she gifted the people with a solution. She taught them to weave dream catchers, webs of beauty and power, modeled after her own spider's web. These weren't ordinary webs. They were woven with intentions, prayers, and the love of the community. They were designed to catch the bad dreams, trapping them until the morning sun could burn them away, while gently allowing the good dreams to slide down the feathers to the sleeping children below. This creation, inspired by Asibikaashi, became more than a tool. It was a symbol of protection, love, and the interconnectedness of all things. Each thread in the Dreamcatcher's web represents a part of life intertwined with others, reminding us of the balance between the good and the bad, the light and the dark. The origins of the Dreamcatcher are credited to the Ojibwe people, but the tradition of Dreamcatchers became more widespread as a result of the pan-Indian movement between the 1960s and 1970s. The Ojibwe have a rich and storied culture that spans the northern United States and southern Canada. As one of the largest and most widespread indigenous groups in North America, the traditions and beliefs are deeply embedded in their connection to the land, the sky, and the water. The Ojibwe word for dreamcatcher is Asibikaashi, which translates to spiderweb charm, similar to the name of its creator. But this isn't the only Ojibwe story of the Dreamcatcher. There was one other story from the Ojibwe about a grandmother, known affectionately as Kokom, meaning grandmother. Kokom was a woman of great age, her years etching stories into her skin, stories that danced in her eyes and lived in her laughter. Her family, fearing for her well-being, suggested she move into a home. But Kokom's spirit was as fierce as it was gentle. She declared with a fire in her voice, "I'm not going into no home. There's nothing wrong with me." So they built her a small, cozy house, perfectly suited to her needs, close to them. In this house, Kokom found comfort in the simplest of pleasures, such as laying on a blanket on the floor when she slept, much like the buffalo robes of her youth inside a teepee, where the stars were her nightlight and the moon her guardian. One day, as she lay there, a spider caught her eye, diligently weaving its web near the window. It was a dance of creation, of life unfolding in delicate threads. The next morning, her great-grandson, during a visit, spotted the spider. Intent on swatting it away, he was stopped by Kokom's firm "No!" Kokom had always been taught to respect all life, a lesson she held close since her childhood. After her grandson had left, the spider approached Kokom, expressing gratitude for her mercy. To honor her, it spun a web by the window, transforming under the moon's glow into a golden masterpiece. The spider explained, "This is a dream catcher. It will ensnare your bad dreams, letting only the good ones pass through to you, ensuring peaceful slumber." The Dreamcatcher's design is deeply symbolic. Traditionally made from a bent piece of willow, the circular hoop represents the circle of life, with no beginning and no end, reminding us of our journey through the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. The web woven inside mimics Asibikaashi's own, a guardian that captures any harm and allows only the blessings to touch our lives. Feathers, often found hanging from the Dreamcatcher, serve as a soft ladder, allowing the good dreams to descend gently upon the sleeping individual below. They symbolize breath, air, and the free passage of good dreams to the sleeper below. The feathers of different birds carry their own meanings, with owl feathers representing wisdom and eagle feathers signifying courage. The beads, sometimes interpreted as the good dreams themselves, or the spider in the web representing the spider grandmother, are caught until morning light. The Dreamcatcher has found itself at the crossroads of cultural appreciation and commercialization. This delicate emblem, once a sacred creation shared within families and communities, has been taken from its roots and placed into the hands of the world. The intention in the creation of a Dreamcatcher is not just an art form, but also a spiritual practice. In the universal human pursuit to find peace and meaning, the Dreamcatcher has been adopted across different countries and cultures. As Dreamcatchers came to adorn more than just the spaces where we rest, becoming commonplace in markets and as fashion accessories, the essence of their creation dilutes the respect, understanding, and preservation of Native American culture. The Dreamcatcher should be an opportunity to understand better the values of Native American tribes, and where available, support Native American businesses directly. The story of the Dreamcatcher reminds us of the power of storytelling, of tradition, and of the deep connections that bind us to our past and each other. It encourages us to listen, to share, and to remember that our dreams, much like the web of the Dreamcatcher, are intricately connected to the wider universe. If you want to learn more about the mythology of the Americas, watch the next video on the Little People.